Hi everyone and welcome to this week's video. Merry Christmas everybody. I hope you have/had amazing holidays. To everyone that celebrates them, this time of year is always very important and very exciting for me. I love spending time with my family and this year is no exception. So I hope that many of you have had the chance to do the same. Many of you have had nice food and nice time, and for those of you that struggle during this time because of family relations or feeling lonely, I'm sending you all my love and I hope better times come your way. But yeah, welcome to this week's reaction. Welcome to episode 9 of druck season 7. We are almost done with the season and it's interesting to see how many predictions I had before it came and how many of them have been completely debunked. I'm excited to see what this episode is going to bring us. Unfortunately, because obviously I was more focused on family things rather than druck itself, I have been heavily spoiled. There was absolutely no way I could avoid them because people were so excited with some of the things that have happened that I unfortunately couldn't avoid the spoilers altogether. It's still gonna be interesting to see the episode and put some of my thoughts on how I feel about certain things that happen. But yeah, without further ado, let's start the reaction. Please don't eat mushrooms that you find in the forest unless you know what they are. You are gonna get very sick, possibly die. Izzy's like completely in love with like nature and I love that for them. I kind of wish we saw more of them like being in nature because I don't think we ever had a main that were so like connected to nature. I think I really love how these three got together though. Like this was the trio that I never expected and I love. Oh, Josh talking about therapy. That's beautiful. I mean, I relate to the daddy issues so bad, so therapy is indeed needed. But it's sad to know that Finn is like struggling. Exactly. I know a lot of situations like this where people accept it on the basis of loving the person, but then they realize it's not what they want. Aww. Josh and Finn are literally one of the best things to have come out of this season. Like, I love them so much. I also love how, like, easy integrated into this group as well. I also really appreciate the one-on-one time we are getting with Finn. I'm one of those people that always wanted him to have more screen time, so I'm very happy. This comparison of love to drugs is something that I always find so funny. This is very nice, knowing that Zoe and Finn started as like friends to lovers. That's cute. Also, can you imagine? It's so interesting, right? Because if Izzy knew how they felt for Sasha from the beginning, technically like separating from Constantine was so dumb because they fought because of Lou, right? So this could all have been avoided. To be honest, like obviously I'm happy that the toxic friendship is done. Obviously, if Constantine ever becomes friends with Izzy, is gonna be after some sort of like reflection and becoming a better person. But it's funny how like Lou was the catalyst of their friendship finishing. Not do anything that was her fault, but simply because of like miscommunication and Izzy not knowing what they wanted. Which is why like it's another one of those things that makes me feel like Izzy having feelings for Sasha feels kind of like an afterthought. Like obviously don't get me wrong, like you can have those friends that there's always that lingering, will they, won't they? But it could have been handled in a way that all of these little like seeds would have grown a different way. But yeah, like I said, Izzy treating Zasha the way that they did, regardless of anything, is not nice. And saying like, oh, they always had feelings for him, it's like, if you treat your crush like this, you are gonna end up single. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you treat your crush like that, you are gonna be single your entire life. I cannot stress this enough. This is not a behavior to have. And regardless of anything, like the main thing that kind of pisses me off is they could have still said that Izzy had feelings for Zasha, and they were trying to like push them away by being with someone else that was technically the person that they should have been with, because Lou is a woman. But like, just making it so like, oh yeah, like brushing it under the rug, and then saying like, no, I always knew I had feelings for Zasha. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, like, because it would still have the same impact of, oh, realizing I have feelings for my best friend, but because this person came on the way, I kind of got like sidetracked, but sidetracked in a way like I was attracted to this person. But they almost like, I don't know, it's one of those things like, do you know in TV shows when one couple, let's put Gossip Girl for example, one couple is dating and they break up, and person A gets with another person, person C, and they make it so like the relationship of person A and person B means nothing to them. And that is always so annoying to me, because you can obviously like break up with someone and move on, but you don't erase the relationship or the implications of the relationship or the implications of the feelings in this case. And that's what I don't understand, is like, you can still have the same friends for lovers, idiots realizing they are in love with each other, which to be fair, like, we know Zasha is in love with Izzy, is not new information. It's just the way that it was almost like flipped a switch and it's like, oh yeah, I have feelings for you now. That's weak to me. That's not enough to make a ship make sense, I think. Mm. I'm sad Finn and Zoe are breaking up, but it was kind of like implied. As soon as they brought on the, poly relationship, open relationship, I knew that it wasn't going to end well, because teenagers do not have the communication facilities to do this. Most teenagers don't. It's unfortunate, but it's just the truth. Oh, sibling clips again, my favorite. Oh, his Ashes there. Awkward. Yeah, I mean, at least makes it more believable than putting them together straight on. But this is not gonna last. Whatever it's going on is not gonna last. They will make peace. Excuse me, old man? Literally, especially to you, who the hell are you? How are you gonna walk around dressed like that and judge anyone else? Behave. Unsolicited, like, opinions. Oh my god. Honestly, I'm one of these people that like, I love it when people of color and minorities have had enough of bigotry and they just go like, they just read someone to filth. Like, I love it. You know me. One of the best moments in my Scamverse reactions was obviously when Yasmina was reading everyone to filth. I just love when this happens. Oh, that's cute. But this happens so often, of like older people especially allowing some gay people or some queer people to exist based on their digestibility. Like, they are digestible, they are not close to you, you don't have to engage with them on a natural basis. Like, it's fine as long as I don't have to see it. And that is so freaking gross. Like, don't be engaging with black content, with queer content, if you are not going to support people living. Like, you just support what they provide to you, but them just existing is out of order. I hate people like that. Cute. Honestly, I love sibling clips, and I love how their relationship went from the beginning of the season of Amat being like embarrassed, and how they are now is so beautiful. Okay, I don't know if you remember, I made a gift set of this and I used to talk about this all the time. And I talked about this on my reaction as well. Fatu thought that they were strangers to lovers and Kumi thought they were friends to lovers. And that's so funny because obviously, like, you are not friends with someone because you are just hanging out with them. And you were there. Oh, but I love how they talk about the past and their relationship now. It's so cute. That doesn't make us friends. No, it's so nasty. Oh, Fatu is drinking Club Mate. Hipster as always. Wait, is Lou officially dating Consti now? Was? I love that people told me in the beginning of the season that she was gonna be Constantine's love interest, and I hoped the hell not. And just served on a silver platter. I manifested everything I manifested just went the other way around. In Fatu season, everything worked so well for me. So now I'm just like, everything that I didn't want is exactly what's happening. I already know Easy went. I already know they kissed. I feel like one thing that I'm really not enjoying this season is the way that the hook like the hook addicts account spoils everything for everybody. Like, from my understanding, on the previous two seasons, the account was being run by a fan. Um, and because of that, like, that's what I remember. So, um, things about the season weren't being posted as they are now. Like, now, literally, like, a few minutes after the episode or the clip is released, there's already pictures and posts and polls. And I don't think that makes it nice, in a way that not everybody has the same ability to watch the season live and to watch it like right as it drops. Last season, I would react to the clips and still not know what happened because I could just avoid it by not going on Tumblr. Now I have to avoid going on Instagram, I have to avoid going on Twitter, I have to avoid going everywhere in order not to be spoiled. And even then, I will be spoiled somehow. And that's something I don't particularly enjoy. I don't know if that is a way to bring more people into the season, because I know they're advertised on Instagram a lot. I don't know if that is also to like appeal to German audiences more than obviously like international audiences. But it makes me feel kind of sad because I didn't get spoiled to this extent last season. Like, they from and then I saw it after the episode. I saw that initially they had posted one thumbnail, and then a few minutes after they changed the thumbnail, which to me is also kind of like clickbaity to get more views and stuff. But like, I knew that they kissed before even watching the clip or the episode. Because they posted it on Instagram, I already knew that Easy went to the youth center. Like, I knew basically everything. And I feel I complain about this in media a lot, but with the hook is also happening, which is the thing of, if you don't binge straight away, if you don't watch it straight away, the surprise element is taken away from you. It's almost like you don't deserve it if you don't watch it straight away. Obviously, this clip, I'm gonna watch it because I didn't actually watch it other than obviously what was posted on Tumblr and a few gift sets. But obviously, I'm very happy about this clip. I'm very happy about everything that happened here. Something that pisses me off about these masks is that they are not black on the inside. They should be black on the inside and the outside. Billy, you are very pretty. Billy, you are very pretty. Very, very pretty. Jesus. David! Yeah, I knew David was here, but it looks amazing. I still get very happy when I see him. One thing I have to say is there's something that happens when someone becomes a main, because obviously Izzy was beautiful in the other seasons, but the way they just glow in this season. Also, I mean, to the people still using the name that Izzy doesn't go by anymore, you are trash. you are trash. Like, if you are caught up with the season, there's no excuse. Doesn't matter if it's a fictional character. Like, your trans friends probably are seeing the way that you're behaving with pronouns. So stop being a dick and just use the right pronouns and use the right name. Don't use someone's dead name, please. Oh, that was just so proud. And yeah, like, along with knowing what has happened, I'm so proud and so happy that Lucas and Aaron both had a lot of impact in this season. Like, don't get me wrong, as much as I complain about the season in terms of like missed opportunities and like emptiness, because I know all of the amazing like potential he had, I'm still so grateful for the things that we did have. Like, you know, some of the things came out later than I wanted. Some of the things felt like short because I knew that we could have had this all along. Um, so I'm very like grateful for that, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of non-binary people are also gonna be very grateful for at least having this. Ugh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Like, this is amazing, and I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for this part. I'm thankful for this. Like, I also think I think I saw Lucas posting about having involvement with this scene in particular. So like, this is important, and I'm glad that it's here, and I'm glad that people are gonna see it. Oh, you can see. You can see that she's so happy now with like, imagine like finally finding something that fits, whatever finding something that like kind of heals your soul. I feel like this was me when I found out about the bisexual label, because before it was either straight or lesbian. So when I found it, I was so happy because I was like, this fits me. And same with queer label, it fits me. So having labels and having finally finding things and making it make sense when you feel so out of place is so beautiful. Zasha is obviously very surprised that she's here, but you know, go Izzy. Like, I already knew this was gonna happen. But yeah, like, this doesn't do it for me. Like, it doesn't do it for me. It doesn't have, that visceral impact of your favorite ship getting together finally. Oh, but it's good to see them very happy. It's good to finally see that. It's good to see them happy. Oh, the bylighting. I saw that. I saw that. That was bylighting. I recognize bylighting anywhere. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And I told her that I never was. Told you I stay. Okay, cute. Izzy's gonna do the yeah, yeah, the typical, head movement. Fuck up if you can be right there. I do the same. Okay. Yeah, this is cute. One thing I have to say is, one of the main issues that I have, it's people kind of mistaking their love for Sasha for, oh, this always was meant to be. Like, what honestly feel like, and this is not a diss because I'm culprit of it when it comes to ships I like, is a lot of people liked Sasha, so they wanted Sasha to be the love interest. And because of that, their mind kind of got clouded and, oh, everything makes sense, when sometimes it didn't. And because of that, a lot of people were also okay with excusing some of the flaws, mistakes, mishaps of the season. And because my priority on the season was, again, the Turkish identity stuff and the gender expression and identity issues, I didn't get satisfied. Like, and no ship would have done it for me. Doesn't matter if Izzy ended up dating Lou, because again, like I said multiple times on my videos, I did not care about either of them enough to want a ship to happen. Like I didn't really care. Like I said on my Twitter the other day, like I'm all about shows like this, like going away from misconceptions and from assumptions. And for example, a very common assumption is bisexual people not dating non-binary people. We technically just date cis people, which is completely wrong and completely unacceptable. And from what it seems, Zasha's bi, and because of that, like having a bi character date someone that is non-binary, very nice, love that. However, it's like, again, no ship would have made me happy enough to be satisfied with the resolution, because most of the things I wanted to see in the season didn't happen. One thing obviously I really really enjoyed is the fact that we've had a non-binary person be desired by two different people in the season, which again, very important, very nice, love that. It's just, I feel mostly disappointed. And this is the thing, like, y'all saw me react to What the Fuck Season 5. Y'all know my opinion about What the Fuck Season 4. You saw my, like, Scamverse Q&A, probably, and all my opinions when it comes to most of the Scamverse. This season is not a bad season whatsoever. It's disappointed on druck standards, because it was so high for me after Season 5 and Season 6, and it just didn't continue. And I hate the argument of like, oh, but it was a different writing team and blah blah blah. It's kind of like this team that came from Season 5 and Season 6 also did a good job, and they were not, I think maybe only one person was involved with the previous seasons. I'm not sure, but it was still a different group of skill sets and working in the production team, so it was still different. And that was kind of like the blueprint setup, but like we cannot excuse this season not being up to the standards of the other seasons by, oh, it's a different writing team, because they had all the potential. Like even in the season, it's almost like when you are trying to buffer something and it keeps buffering and it takes so long to load, and it's unfortunate because I saw it, and like it's only if a few things had been changed, it would have completely changed the season. Like, for example, not taking the Lou stuff until like episode 5 or 6, I think it was, and doing it until episode 2, episode 3. Having the conversation with Constantine in episode 2 or episode 3. Having Izzy like understand their feelings for Zasha a few episodes earlier, and us seeing that realization instead of hearing it from other characters and then having like Izzy talk with other characters about like, what do I do now? Like, for example, this fact of like Izzy not knowing what dysphoria is, even though since like Season 5 they have been following a bunch of like trans activists on like Instagram. So like just a few things here there being changed would have made much more sense. I also would have liked to see, like, for example, I don't know, one thing about the Scamverse like format is all the clips kind of have to further the plot because it's not too many episodes, right? But like a bit of a clip just being them shopping in a Turkish market or walking around Berlin, in the Turkish parts of Berlin, and like seeing someone just be part of that community, the same way we had Fatu talk about Gambia and Kumi talk about being Vietnamese. Like, that part is also important, because we are not at that point yet when it comes to representation of like ethnicity and, you know, different cultures and stuff, where we can just pretend it doesn't matter, because it does matter. So I'm just very confusion, and I'm very sad about all the missed opportunities that this season had. Overall, again, I'm gonna like pinpoint this because it's very important. This is not a bad season. It was just mildly disappointing with what I'm used to from this remake. Like, and that's the main thing. I still enjoyed a lot of stuff. I still love the few bits and pieces we had with Izzy and the gender identity clips. I loved seeing how a few different elements of the incest work together separately. Like, I loved seeing more of Finn. I loved Izzy's relationship with Finn. I loved seeing more of Izzy's relationship with Kimi. I loved seeing Izzy's relationship with her sibling. Like, that stuff is important to me. So I'm happy about those things. But one of the things that I always loved about druck is that they were always so open to criticism and valid criticism, I think. And I think my criticism is not, blatant hate like some people in the fandom like to pretend that it is. So I don't know. I don't know. Overall, I'm happy with this episode. Excited to see where the next episode is going to lead us. And yeah, um that's about it. Obviously, my clip of the week is again Izzy with the sibling, because to me sibling clips are always the most amazing part. But I also love the last clip by seeing David and seeing Izzy finally like put into a visual what their inner turmoil must have been the past couple of weeks. But yeah, that's basically it. That's me done. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope so far you've enjoyed the reactions I've been doing. I hope you will join me for the last reaction of the season, as well as for my roundup of opinions about the Scamverse. If you like this video, do not forget to press that like button and maybe subscribe to my channel, because we are so close to 1,000 subscribers and it would be really nice to hit that. I'm not gonna lie. I never even expected that we would be this close, so hitting it would be like chef's kiss. But yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!